All right. Om Namo Lui Sarvatra Kalavarti Ariyantanam. Namo Lui Sarvatra Kalavarti Siddhanam. Namo Lui Sarvatra Kalavarti Ayaryanam. Namo Lui Sarvatra Kalavarti Vajjayanam. Namo Lui Sarvatra Kalavarti Savanam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyuktam Nityandayanti Yoginam Kamadam Moksadam Chaiva Omkaraya Namo Namah. Namah Samai Saraya Swanubhutya Chakasate Chit Sabhavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Ajnanatimirandhanam Jnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. तीन भुवन में सार वीतराग विज्ञानता नमो शिव स्वरूप शिवकार नमो त्रियोग संहारिके ओम नमः सिद्धेभ्यो ओम नमः सिद्धेभ्यो ओम श्री सुधात्माने नमः. जय जिनेन्द्र. So today is October 25, 2025, Saturday, and we are meeting over here for our Chhadhaala class. We are in Dhaala number 2. We had a couple of 2-3 weeks gap in between because of the Shibir, etc., and also Diwali, etc. So, by the way, happy Mahavir Nirvana Kalyanak Day and happy spiritual prosperous new year to you and to yours. So having said that, we will start with our class. We are on the Dhaala number 2. We are on the stanza number 7. Some part of stanza 7 we already talked about it. We'll continue, just recapitulate some of the things and continue from where we were before. So let me bring my slides here first. Okay, we'll go through the slides and we'll go from the stanza from beginning. Stanza number 7. Roki na chah nij sakti khoy, Sivarupa nirakulta na joy, Yahi pratiti juda kachuka gyan, Sotha dukhdayak agyana jan. So, what it says, let's listen to the stanza first, and then come what it tries to say, and analyze the stanza thereafter. Over here in this stanza, we are taking two tattva, Nirjara tattva and moksha tattva. So what are my mistakes understanding Nirjara tattva, and thereafter what's my mistakes in understanding moksha tattva? So two things we are, and these are two I mean, stanza is only 2 lines, but it's loaded with lots of informations that we may have to go through it to understand. Because remember, what we are doing, Dhala 2 mainly is dealing with mithyatva. What's the root cause of all my suffering throughout my existence? Mithyatva, wrong belief. Body is mine, body is mine, body is mine. That kind of a understanding that I have it since time infinite, when I was an bacteria, when I was in Nigod, when I was 1 sense, when I was 2 sense, when I was 3 sense, when I'm sentient 5 sense living being, I'm human being. Every realm of existence that I transmigrated, that transmigrated things is because I believe that this body is mine. An ant says body is mine. If there is fire, ant will run away. If there is sugar, it will get attracted. It will be elephant, body is mine. Human being, body is mine. A lion, body is mine. A hellish soul. Even though he is suffering intense, he still says, body is mine, body is mine. And so is a heavenly soul, because they are remaining engrossed in the material objects. So root cause is something else is mine. Alien objects are mine. Body is mine. Senses are mine. And object of these 5 senses, they are mine. That is my wrong faith. And out of which we just learn soul, living, non-living, ashra, burn, somewhere. We saw what was the wrong belief I had about those substances, those tattva. So now we are seeing the Nirjara tattva and see what the Nirjara tattva is showing. So basically it says, the verbal meaning is wrong believer does not have faith in the control of his desires, and as such he loses his own strength in the fulfillment of mundane pleasure. Since morning till evening, it's already evening in your place right now. Imagine, what did you do since morning till evening? You try to fulfill the desires only. I'm hungry, I want to eat. I'm thirsty, I want to drink. I don't feel good, I need to take a shower. I need to have a good clothes on, etc., etc., etc. Desires, desires, desires. I want to earn money. I want to earn more money. And things like this, desires for external objects. And so he's losing his own strength in fulfillment of mundane pleasures only. And this is the misconception in respect of Nirjara Tattva. He is fulfilling his desires and he thinks that he is having Nirjara Tattva, which is a wrong belief he has it. He does not believe in blissful and unperturbed state of the soul, means moksha. Undisturbed state of the soul, blissful state, everlasting knowledge, omniscience knowledge state. He doesn't believe that one. He does not believe in a blissful state. He doesn't believe. the happiness is lying within. And he's looking all over the world to get the happiness. From the video game, I'll get happiness. Watching TV, I'll get the happiness. Driving, I'll get the happiness. Getting car, I'll get happiness. Did you get happiness with all those things? Movie makes you happiness. Let's say, okay, take example. You go to movie, 3 hours of movie. You come back home and you said, oh, I'm exhausted. Wait, movie was supposed to give you happiness. How come you are exhausted? You went for a dinner. You ate and ate and ate as if there is no tomorrow. Now you said, oh, I have a gas in the stomach. I have to take the gas X right now. Why? If the food was supposed to make you happy, you should be happy. Why do you need medicine to digest your food? So, blissful state is within, undisturbed state is within, and he's looking it outside. This is a misconception regarding moksha tattva. Whatever knowledge supported by wrong belief is there, know it to be wrong knowledge responsible for suffering. Means, when my faith is wrong, when I am looking at the outside object, and outside object means physical body. Physical body and soul has visibly intimate relationship. Actually, material karma, Jnana Varna karma, Darshana Varna karma, Antray karma, Mohini karma, Ayu karma, Gotra karma, Vedni karma, Nam karma, all those 8 karma, they are extremely close to the soul. One space, they all, the soul is there, same area, all this karma are also there. And in the same space point, physical body is also there. But I don't see material karma. They are extremely super microscopic. No microscope of science can see a karma particle. They are so subtle, so subtle. So, material karma I can't see. What's the next best thing is a physical body, which I can perceive. Yes, I'm here. So physical body and soul are one and one only. That type of knowledge, that type of belief, that belief and knowledge go together. So wrong knowledge and wrong belief go together. And that's the reason for my suffering. Not because I didn't get the food, that's why I'm suffering. Not because I didn't get a drink and that's why I'm suffering. Not because I don't have a house over my head and that's why I'm suffering. Not because I don't have clothes and that's why I'm suffering. If that was the reason for suffering, no roof over the head, no clothes to cover the body, then Muniraj must be the extremely suffering person. But he is absolutely blissful state. He doesn't worry about anything. He is carefree. He is not afraid of anything. Srimadji says in Apurva Avsar, 11th stanza, Apurva Avsar 11th stanza, he says, when the Muniraj is in jungle, when the lion and fierce animals are there, He considers them as their friends. He's not afraid of anybody. And our small little kids in the house, 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, 5-year-old kid, a small little bug they see and they start running away. They're afraid. Muniraj, he's staying along with all fierce animals. He has no fear. No fear. Because nothing to lose. So that is the meaning in this stanza. So that Moksha Tattva and Nirjara Tattva two are coming. So we are talking Nirjara Tattva. So the Nirjara, Moksha and Samvar, they are related. Stoppage element is Samvar, Samvar Tattva. Means beginning of purity. Samvar, any Pachala kids you ask for it. Samvar means stoppage of karma. Karma stops coming is Samvar. Karma getting dissociated is increasingly dissociated is a shading, is a nirjara. And complete shading of karma is called moksha. No, not necessarily. It's part of it, but the real truth is Samvar Tattva means beginning of purity. Imagine, you are away from the city in a small village. And in small village also you are on a farm, but there's no electricity. And you are sleeping in that farm at night time. No lamp, no night lamp, no nothing. You are sleeping. Absolute darkness, absolute darkness. And then early morning occurs, 4 o'clock morning, 4:30 morning, 5 o'clock morning. Dawn occurs, early dawn occurs. And teeny tiny light is being seen. So you can see something around. And then the light keeps on progressing. Little bit more you can see around. And then sun rises and you can see everything around. With that example, let's take it over here. Darkness, complete darkness over here means mithyatva, wrong belief, agnan, ignorance. Since time infinite, it's a darkness of ignorance within me, pitch darkness, absolute darkness of our ignorance, or mithyatva, or wrong belief, or wrong knowledge, whatever name you want to give. Mithyatva, mithya darshan, mithya gyan, mithya charitra, agnan, whatever you want to say, krodh, man, maya, lobh, rag, dvesh, all those things are intense darkness covering me. Just like that darkness in that room, on the field, in the outskirt of that village, no light. And when the early dawn occurs, teeny tiny light occurs, and you see something around, and that's a beginning of purity, beginning of light, beginning of early dawn is called stoppage elements, means somewhere, means in my total darkness within, a ray of light comes in. A ray of light. You're in the dark room and there is a hole in this ceiling, and a teeny tiny light is coming in. You can see something around little bit, and that is called samvar. In that field, in that room that you're sleeping in the dark, now dawn progressing in you, you see a little bit more light. That is called increasing purity, means shading element, means Nirjara Tattva. And when complete sunrise occurs and everywhere there is a light, you can see everything. That's called liberation element, moksha tattva, or complete purity. Samvar tattva means beginning of purity. Beginning of purity means all throughout you and me, we are in mithyatva gunsthanak, agnan gunsthanak, which is the reason for transmigration. Now, a ray of light occurs within me, a knowledge occurs within me, a right faith occurs within me. That's a fourth gunsthanak, means beginning of purity. So samvar starts at fourth gunsthanak. Beginning of purity. And increasing purity means fifth gunsthanak, sixth gunsthanak, seventh gunsthanak, 8, 9, 10, 12 gunsthanak. They are increasing purity. That is called Nirjara Tattva. More light occurring. And ultimately, all the karma element, darkness goes away, and our soul obtains omniscience knowledge, 13 gunsthanak. That's a moksha tattva. Samvar tattva, fourth gunsthanak. 5th to 12 gunsthanak is a Nirjara tattva. 13 gunsthanak is a moksha tattva. So, by knowing samvar, Nirjara, moksha, you all know, you also end up knowing gunsthanak. If somebody said, I have a samvar, that means he has to be in the fourth gunsthanak, beginning of purity. But I'm in mithyatva. I do charity, donate lots of donation. I do lots of austerity. I do lots of worshipping. They are only auspicious activity. They're part of the inflow element. Ashra tattva. Samvar tattva means beginning of purity. Samyak darshan occurs. That's the beginning of purity. So, having said this thing clear, we'll go further and see what happens. So, this one, there is a process over here. We saw the process. What's the process we saw it? Total ignorance over here. Total darkness over here. Early dawn occurred. Teeny tiny light occurred. Beginning of purity occurred. Then the dawn progresses further and more light is visible, increasing purity, Nirjara. And then sunrise occurs and everything is seen properly. That is called complete purity, moksha. So there's a process to go through. Fourth gunsthanak to 5th to 12th gunsthanak to 13th gunsthanak. there is a set process. What is that set process looks like? This is like what you see every day in the kitchen. Let's see what it shows over here. Sorry. So just think about it. Even making roti, there's a process we have to follow. Complete process we follow. If you miss one of the step, your final product will not be right. If you don't follow the gunsthanak from beginning of purity to increasing purity to complete purity, there are steps there. You know, there are certain philosophies, they just say, you Jains, you go through first Gunstan to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 9, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. We don't do that. We go elevator. You go by stairs. We go elevator from bottom top. They are absolutely wrong in suggesting. We go to the moksha by elevator speed and you go very slowly, one step at a time, and that means you are. This is wrong. That's a wrong teaching that they are doing it. Absolutely wrong teaching. And the innocent people, they get impressed and they start following those things and they miss out the real thing, what is the right thing that you have to have. Mithyatva, from there you remove it, you come to fourth gunsthanak, which is called Samyak Darshan, you go to fifth gunsthanak, that's called Deshvirati, you go to sixth and seventh gunsthanak, it's called Pramat Apramat Virat gunsthanak, and then Apurva gunsthanak, Anivritti Karan gunsthanak, and Sukshma Sampray, and then Kshin Mo, and then Keval Gyan, 13. So there are set things. Tirthankar Bhagwan has seen this one. He has experienced that one. He has taught that one to us. Anything contrary is wrong. It's a wrong teaching. They are called wrong gurus. Those scriptures are wrong. So, shading element goes through certain process only that we learn over here. So, Tattvat Sutra says Tapasya Nirjara. Tattvat Sutra says Tapasya Nirjara. What does that mean? Means you do tap, and by tap there is a Nirjara. Austerity is a reason for shading of karma. That is a belief. Tattvat Sutra said, Umaswati Acharya ji said that one, Acharya Bhagwan said that. Why it's wrong that? The 12 types of austerities practiced by aspirant soul, these austerities, thought, such austerities help to remove karma bondage. This is the general teaching in Jainism in Tattvat Sutra. That's why we keep on keep on making more importance to tap. Oh my God, you did upvas today, you did ekashan today, you did biasan today. Oh, you did 2 upvas? No, 3? No, you did 10 upvas in Daslakshan? Whoa, that's very good. That is not Nirjara. That is not tap. Tap means this definition of tap that is given over here. Tap means, austerity means to get engrossed within the true nature of the self. To get engrossed into the true nature of the self, that is called tap. And that gives Nirjara. So, what's the nature of Nirjara? Let's explore that one. We have done that one last week, last time we met, but so much time passed by. It's just better to review because this is very important thing. 7 real, 7 tattva. Jeev, Ajeev, Ashrav, Ban, Samvar, Nirjara, Moksha. These are 7 tattvas are there, 7 reals are there. Now, out of which we are going to talk so much about Samvar Tattva. So, living and non-living react with each other. Remember, Chhadravya. Can somebody give me the name of Chhadravya's name, please? Chhadravya's name from the class. Chhadravya's name. Anybody? Any kid? Any younger person? Chhadravya name.
Eve, Udgal, Dharmastikay, Adharmastikay, Akash, Kal.
Perfect. Very good. Very nice. I love it. Very good. So now, out of which, how many are living, how many are non-living? Out of 6 that you described, tell me how many are living, how many are non-living?
1 is living, rest is non-living.
1 is living, which is a soul, and rest 5, matter, Dharmastika, Adharmastika, Akash and Kal, they are non-living. So, out of that non-living, only matter substance reacts with the living object. The soul is a living and non-living is matter object like body, etc. They react with each other, and as a result, karma influence bondage occurs. Karma influence ashrav tattva. Bondage means karma getting bonded to the soul that occurs, and that means it leads me to wrong faith, vowlessness, carelessness, toxic emotions, and yoga. Means mithyatva, avirati, pramad, kashay, and yoga. So, karma bondage and inflow creates this kind of situation within me, and that's why I continued my transmigration forever in the past. Now, when we come over here, soul with its own personal effort gets rid of karma bondage. This is influence bondage occurs over here. Now, soul makes its own personal effort. You guys have an exam coming. and you make your personal effort, you put extra effort to study. Similarly, soul makes extra effort to get rid of this karma bondage, to get rid of this bondage, and that occurs by stoppage, sharing, and liberation. Samvar Nirjara Moksha. These are this tattva gives bondage to me. This tattva gives liberation to me. So we have seen the stoppage. Now we are going to see the shading. So quickly we'll just see how they are related to each other. We have seen this figure. So let's check it out again quickly. Soul is there. Soul can stay in its own innate nature, or soul can go in delusion by its own effort. Nobody asks soul. Soul does by its own self by going in state of delusion, means mithyatva, means rag, dvesh, means anger, deceit, ego, greed, wrong faith, ignorance, etc. Delusion state. I do it by myself alone. Nobody asked me to do it. I decided myself. While I'm doing that, there is a karma fruition acting as an instrumental cause on the other side, and karma gives fruition, and this karma gets dissociated from the soul. But at the same time, the new karma gets attracted to the soul, and this new karma gets in dormancy, and this kind of circle continues forever and ever and ever with me, that we know from before. Now Savipaak Nirjara, old karma get disintegrated, new keeps on bonding. That is called Savipaak Nirjara. Means old karma getting dissociated, new karma get influx. That is called Savipaak Nirjara. Savipaak means what? Vipak means fruition. Sa means with. With fruition means this guys gives fruition and get dissociated. So fruition and getting dissociated. Fruition getting dissociated. Just like an orange or a mango or an apple on a tree. When it ripes completely, it falls down by itself. This karma, they ripe by themselves, they give fruition, then they get dissociated. So, Savipaak Nirjara means old karma gets disintegrated, dissociated, but new karma keeps on coming, and that's why this is called Savipaak Nirjara. Very first part, Savipaak Nirjara. Do you do that? Yes. Do I do that? Yes. Do we all do it? Yes. Since how long? Since time infinite in the past. Old karma gives fruition, new karma gets bondage. I'm in the state of delusion. This circle keeps on going and going and going and going forever. So this is Savipaak Nirjara. Vipak means fruition. They did go away by themselves. I didn't ask them to go get out. They decided to go themselves. The fruit was ripe and fell down from the tree by itself. You have a mango tree on your backyard, and one day in the morning you see, and then there are mangoes on the ground. You have a lemon tree, and lemon is on the ground because lemon is ripe right now, and that's why it's on the ground, and you pick it up. So that's called Savipaak Nirjara. Is that clear to everybody? Because this is very important. If you understand this part, next slide is very easy to understand. Savipaak means remember. I decided to go in my delusion state by myself, just like over here we said that. I decided to go into the state of delusion by myself, by my own wish and will, which I'm doing it since time infinite. And so when this thing happens, old karma gives me fruition and then disintegrate, new gets bonded, this continuously going. Savipaak Nirjara. Savipaak. Vipak means fruition. Are we there? Are you okay? Any questions so far from the class?
No questions.
Good. All right. So then, now when we say Savipaak Nirjara, Sa means with. Vipak means fruition. Savipak means fruition of the old karma. So then there should be another word called Avipaak Nirjara. Savipaak Nirjara. Then other word has to be Avipaak Nirjara. Before we go Avipaak Nirjara, this is called transmigration, samsar. So, are you doing Nirjara? Yes. What kind of Nirjara are you doing? Savipaak Nirjara. Every day, every samay, every moment I keep on doing it. Since time infinite. And that gives me transmigration from one realm of existence to other, to third, to the fourth, to the first. I keep on going round and round and round and round in this transmigration forever. So now we are coming to this is shading of previously bonded karma nirjara. This fruition of the influx of karma, they get hibernation, they get matured, they get shaded off. So shading of previously bonded karma, that's called that nirjara. But now an important thing happens. You and me and we learn from our learned teachers, our Gurudev Sri, Kunkuna Acharya Dev Sri, Mahavir Swami Ji, Rishabh Dev Ji, all Tirthankar Bhagwans and Muniraj and Gurudev, etc. Samyak Drashti Ji, they taught us that, wait a second, you have two choices to go into the state of own nature or go to the delusion. But if you don't go to the delusion, if you decided not to go in delusion by themselves, then old karma comes and they give fruition, they disintegrate. But because there is no state of delusion, so new karma do not come. So this vicious cycle starts falling down. One goes into the Swabhav Bhav here. No delusion means karmic cycle breaks down. Karmic cycle breaks down, and that is called Avipaak Nirjara. Means lots of karma are sitting within me here in dormancy. Here, remember? Karma goes in dormancy, influx of new karma, then they go in dormancy. They stay with me for long time. So now, that dormancy, tons of karma prematurely get fruition and they disintegrated. There is a mango on the tree and you throw the rock at it and mango falls down. Unripe mango, sour mango drops down from the tree. You take that lemon out, you take that apple out, you take that orange out, unripe from the from the tree. Similarly, all unripe karma which are not, they are still in dormancy, they start disintegrating. Old karma get disintegrated. Karma in dormancy get disintegrated. New karma not coming in. So now stoppage of new karma bondage is called samvar. Stoppage of new karma is called samvar. And shedding of previously bonded karma is called nirjara. And this is called Avipaak nirjara. Means prematurely you are throwing all this karma in dormancy, you are throwing them out, and they are called Avipaak nirjara. This concept has to be clear. Savipaak nirjara, who was the reason? This guy was a reason. Because I'm in state of delusion, so Savipaak nirjara keeps on going. When I'm in this situation, what is happening? I decided not to be in the state, so I did effort. I'm the one person. Then these are all secondary thing happens. So this is called Avipaak nirjara. Okay. So now, so shading, the Avipaak nirjara means karma shading occurs with stoppage of karma. Remember here, new karma stop coming and old karma from the dormancy, they start disintegrating. So shading occurs with stoppage of karma. Stoppage of karma and shading both go hand in hand, and three things happens. Samvar sahit ni nirjara. Samvar means stoppage of karma coming and all the remaining karma getting dissociated from me. That's called samvar sahit nirjara. Now, samvar start with right faith, samyak darshan. Remember that fourth gun sthanak we talked about? Samvar starts at fourth gun sthanak. Purity of the self, beginning of purity. When you are in the dark room in that field, the early dawn, just you barely can see something, that is called samvar. Beginning of purity, beginning of light. Real nature occurs only after samyak darshan. So once you have samyak darshan and samvar, then after that samvar, nirjara really starts. So does anywhere it says over here that you did 1 upvas, 2 upvas, 10 upvas, 30 upvas? That's why there is nirjara? No. Samyak darshan, experiencing of the self. Samyak what is this samyak darshan? What is this experiencing of self? Let's say I'm taking you 40 years back, 50 years back. Let's presume that you just went into the Back to the Future 50 years back. You never heard anything like pizza before. Somebody went to America and came back to Bangalore and said, "Oh yeah, I ate pizza." Huh? What is it? How do you pronounce? So it took a while for you to pronounce that word also. Pizza, I ate pizza. What is it? I don't know anything about it. Then he describes everything about pizza. It's a round thing, and then the sauce is there, and cheese is there, and you bake it, and it comes out hot and everything, and then you. So you have some idea in your brain, but still you don't know what it is. Then you end up also coming to America or foreign country or whatever. And you went to the pizzeria and you ate that slice of pizza. Now you say, oh, this is called pizza. Now I experience. Till now, you have no concept what pizza was. Till now, you had no concept what right faith is. But then when you experience the self, then you say, oh, this is the true nature of self. This is my real nature. Actually, I give pizza example, but I'll give one real example. Sometimes in mid-80s, which most of you were not born, I was in Phoenix, and one of our friend was from Sudan. He always talks, oh my God, Kiritbhai, when I make full, it is so good, full is so good, full is good, full is... He describes full all the time, but doesn't say what that full is. So one day, he invites me and says, Kirit, you come to my place. That Suresh invited me to his place. He says, I have made full. And I just was so curious, what is this? Because Suresh describes full all the time. Oh, in Sudan we eat full and it's amazing, amazing, amazing. So I never knew what it is. I thought it must be some sweet dish or something. We sat down for dinner. And the things came and on the table. And I'm still keeping my mum and I'm just looking around, what is full, what is full, what is full. So I said, okay, Suresh, where is full? He says, here, don't you see in this container there's a full here? So I just saw it was a beans. It was a cooked beans. But particular type of beans in Sudan is called full. He said, oh, this is the full now, huh? Now I tasted, I said, oh yeah, it's good, So till you taste, till you experience, you have no clue what it is. Right now, world is so small, so it's difficult to give any example of food-related thing because you have more international food available in Bangalore than anywhere else available in over here in the US probably. But anyway, now you got the idea. When you experience something, when somebody says certain ice cream from somewhere, natural ice cream is one of the best ice cream. When you eat, then you understand what is that ice cream taste like. Okay, so here, some words start with right faith, means experiencing of the self, which is called Samyak Darshan, and then that Samyak Darshan experiencing intensifies, and that is called Nirjara. The somewhere is purity beginning, and purity increasing is Nirjara. Okay, so now what we saw here, shading with fruition of karma, automatically it happens all the time. This is called Vipaak Nirjara or Savipaak Nirjara, means it's a wrong fate state, mithyatva. Shading of karma prematurely, I make the effort, I throw the rock and that mango fell down. I had to do some work. And I did some work and I started experiencing myself and karma started prematurely disintegrating. It's called Avipaak Nirjara, means Samyak Darshan. So Savipaak Nirjara is Mithyatva, Avipaak Nirjara is Samyaktva. Having said that, let's go somewhat more. Karma influence bondage, So let's say that I bonded some karma. 100 years back, it's supposed to come in fruition 100 years down the road. 99 years back, I bonded some karma. They are supposed to come in fruition after 99 years. 98 years after, after third year, I bonded karma, which will supposed to come in fruition at 98th year. So at 100th year, cumulative, so many karma will come in fruition to me. So all this karma that is getting bonded with me, total karma getting fruition at a given time is called aggregate molecule, is called nishek. Means 100 years back I have bonded some karma, they are coming in fruition today. 99 years back I bonded some karma, they are coming in fruition today. 98 years back I bonded some karma, they are coming in fruition today. So today, aggregate of all those previous years karma, they are coming in fruition, and that is called one nishek. There is new word nishek. Aggregate of karma is called nishek. One nishek. And every moment one nishek comes in fruition and gets disintegrated. And when it gets here, one nishek of karma gets fruition, and then it gets disintegrated. This was cumulative of all the karma previously I bonded that they are supposed to mature today. That's called one nishek. So it gets fruition, gets disintegrated. But when one nishek gets disintegrated, tons of new nishek gets bonded. Or other way of saying that I talked to Smita. I took $100 rupees in loan from her, and then I'm not returning her back. So she keeps on bugging me. Kiritbhai, you have to give me that money back. You have to take it 2 years back, 3 years back, 4 years back. No, come on now, give me. So she asked for that money. So I get to Prashant and I said, Prashant, give me 100 rupees. So he said, okay, I'll give you. So I took 100 rupees from Prashant and give back to Smita. So Smita's debt is all gone. Smita's debt is gone, but Prashant's debt is already started over here. So ultimately my karma load remains the same. So one nishek going away and another nishek, lots of karma getting bonded. So ultimately my karma load remains the same in mithyatva condition. But here what happens? Karma, one nishek getting disintegrated every time. Nishek get ready for fruition. After fruition, such nishek gets disintegrated. Ripe fruit falling from the tree, same thing is over here. This is Savipaak Nirjara, shading with the fruition. Savipaak, one karma unit goes away. Now, soul and karma relationship, when we saw it, and we saw Avipaak Nirjara means I remain in my state of my own nature, and no delusion occurred. So they disintegrated. New karma didn't come. Previous karma sitting over here, they get disintegrated, and this is called Avipaak Nirjara. So here Avipaak Nirjara occurs. So karma shading occurs when one group of aggregate molecule of fruition, then disintegration, Savipaak Nirjara, mature fruition, wrong fate state. This is not, this is, I'm doing it every day. But karma shading, many aggregate in fruition. This was one group of aggregate molecule, means one nishek was getting fruition. But when I'm doing the Avipaak Nirjara, tons of aggregate comes in fruition and then they get disintegrated. This is called Avipaak Nirjara, premature fruition. It's called right fate state. So this was what we saw, two important divisions, Savipaak Nirjara and Avipaak Nirjara. Avipaak Nirjara is the one we are going to concentrate. So till today, whole class, we just decided what is Savipaak Nirjara, Mithyatva, transmigration, Avipaak Nirjara, Samyak Darshan, right path to the salvation and ultimate liberation, moksha. So this gives sansar, this gives ultimately moksha. You have two choices, Savipaak, Mithyatva, sansar, transmigration, Avipaak Nirjara, Samyak Darshan, progressing further, goes to moksha. So either you have a infinite transmigration or infinite moksha, depending on what you want to be. There's no third choice over here. So do I want to be in Savipaak Nirjara, or do I want to be in Avipaak Nirjara? So naturally, I would like to be here. That's what I will try to do it. That's what we'll try to understand what they are, and try to put our process further. So time is already there. 1 hour passed by. If you have any questions, we can take it from the Zoom and or from the class. Anybody, any question, suggest any question that you didn't get it.
From the class, there are no questions.
Okay, all right. And from the Zoom, anybody has any questions, please ask. Any questions, anybody? No problem. Okay. Then we will just do the closing and then we'll continue next week further, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. Somebody wants to take Jinwani from there?
में बताई अनंत उपकार है इसके लिए जिनवाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है, वंदना शत बार है. 9 times Namo Orientam. Sir, Jai बोला वीडियो.
अनंतानंद सिद्ध परमेश्वरी भगवंतों
भगवाननो
की
जय हो.
वृषभादि वीरांते चतुर्वंशी तीर्थंकर भगवंतों
भगवाननो जय हो.
सिमंदरादि 20 वीरों तीर्थंकर भगवंतों
जय हो.
कुनकुन आचार्य इत्यादि कुनकुन आचार्य, उमा स्वाति आचार्य, अमृतचंद्र आचार्य इत्यादि सर्व आचार्य भगवंतों नो
दोनों
जय
जय
हो।
हो।
परम उपकारी अध्यात्म मूर्ति श्री गुरुदेव श्री कांजी स्वामी नो जय
जय
हो।
हो।
प्रसन्न मूर्ति भगवती मात
मात
नो
नो जय हो।
धन्य एकावतारी श्रीमद राजचंद्र देव नो
बनो जय हो।
जीन मुखोद्भवा जिनवाणी मात
मात
नो
नो जय हो।
जय जयकार हो। जय जिनेन्द्र।
जय जिनेन्द्र। थैंक यू।